Oftentimes in our society, we think so much about the head. The man is the head. The man is the head of a relationship. He's the leader. Exactly. This is so true, first and foremost. This is so true. But we also have to remember that God made man in his image. In his image, he created him, male and female. He created them. So, ladies, we haven't forgotten about y'all. Even though we talk about the head a lot, we have not forgotten about the ladies. Ladies, your position is so important. When we talk about the head, the man's the head is and he's supposed to love his wife as Christ loved the church. And when we talk about those things, we have to remember that the ladies, Eve, when she was made from Adam's rib when he was asleep. And when you think about the rib, and many of may have heard of this before, that the rib is very important as far as protecting the vital organs, like your stomach, like your intestines, and it can also go all the way up to right up around like your lung area, even like your chest wall, your sternum, and everything is connected to your ribs. So it's so important. That's an important part of the body that the Lord selected to create a woman. And because we serve a God that is so specific, you have to understand that you have a specific role in this thing we call life. There's not something that is, we're not more important than one another. We are equal in God's eyes. When he created man, he created one man with the man. So we are to partner together. That's why relationships are so important, because we can't live without one another. The head is the direction, but when you really think about it, and we just talked about the ribs is the protection. The vision that God gives in a marriage, it typically it comes through the man. The man is responsible for the vision, the mission of the marriage, because the marriage is a ministry. How are they meeting the needs of the people? How are they serving the people through what God has brought together? But the woman is also protecting. She's able to sometimes see the things that maybe be trying to attack the relationship or attack the marriage. God has blessed women with a high level of intuition or discernment. Discernment is something that's very high in women, and they also are blessed with the gift of encouragement. They're able to encourage us as men. Sometimes we may feel a little discouraged. Sometimes we may need that motivation to continue to go on, even when the attacks of the world are all against us. We may need that little extra push, and the women are there to do that. So they're here to protect you, fellas. Do not fight against them. You may argue with them, you may disagree with them, you may not always see eye to eye, but see it as a teammate, as a partnership. We have to look at marriage, we have to look at relationships as a partnerships. We are not fighting one another, we are fighting together against this evil world and the enemy that dwells in this world. And we fight against him spiritually, and we win against him because we have the Spirit of God in us. Do not forget about that. And do not forget that the rib is just important as the head, because the head gives the direction and the rib provides the protection. Our ladies out here, fellas, are trying to protect us. And it's up to us to provide the direction, but they give that protection that only God can give us through them. So we thank God for you, ladies. Ladies, we y'all thank God for the men out there. We're out here. We're on the front lines. We're providing. Some of us may not be up to par, but fellas, it's not too late. Join a community. Get with me. Reach out to me if you need to get with the community. Stolen Lunches is an awesome community that I'm a part of here in the Charlotte area, and we are in other locations as well. So reach out to me if you need a community. If you need to get with some men that are on this mission to live life God's way and not live life alone. Let us be able to be good directors, as our ladies will also be developing themselves to be good protectors. Let's get it.